is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Before we start today's video, I really want to say thank you guys for yesterday's video and how well it got received. I was honestly expecting a lot of hate on that video, just because you know how it could be when you're talking about Nintendo in a negative light, or just when you're concerned about something. You get a lot of people hating, but there's actually a lot of really cool comments. A lot of people commenting on what they thought about the game, and it was civil, not a lot of hate, and that was actually kind of cool. The Splatoon community is actually kind of chill, so give props to the Splatoon community for yesterday's video, because I got a lot of responses, and I don't know, it's just really cool to see how that video turned out. And if you haven't watched that video, you can go check it out. Up there, somewhere. The card's somewhere. Go click on it, watch that video. It was really cool. And yeah, so today we are going to be talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, it is coming out this holiday season, and I am really excited. Hold on, you guys. Yeah? Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. It ain't coming out this holiday season. This comes to us from the Nintendo of America Twitter account, as you can see here. They tweeted out, "This is Miyamoto. After consulting with Chris San," not Chris Chan. God, not Chris Chan. I remember seeing Chris Chan break down at Too Many Games, what was it, 2016 or 18, whichever year that was, when Chris Chan broke down in front of a lot of people. Anyways, moving on. After consulting with Chris San, my partner at Illumination on the Super Mario Bros. Film, we decided to move the global release to spring 2023, April 28th in Japan and April 7th in North America. My deepest apologies, but I promise it'll be well worth the wait. So yes, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the movie's delay. I thought this was a really interesting point, and it's going to be fun to talk about. So without any further ado, let's get started. So, I mean, there's kind of a good news, bad news kind of thing with this, with the bad news being that the movie got delayed, but the good news is we actually have a release date. In North America, it's going to be April 7th, which is kind of weird. It's almost exactly a year after Sonic 2's movie got released, which I think there's a strong connection with the Sonic movie with this, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So my personal thoughts on it kind of go to that weird Miyamoto quote that it's kind of a cliche that everyone shares, but it really does fit here. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad. Except obviously here you're going to replace video games with movies. You know, if this movie was super rushed, it would probably not be good and not be received well and all that, which obviously is the opposite of what Nintendo wants. We're trying to get this stigma of bad video game movies out of here. And we kind of already have a good start with Detective Pikachu and now the two Sonic movies, and with Mario movie, they don't want to re-engage that bad trope of video game movies bad. And bring back Sonic into this conversation, Sonic 1's movie got delayed because it was probably, or not even probably, definitely going to be really bad with that horrible, abysmal design of Sonic. It was just so bad. So it's important for Nintendo to make sure that this movie is actually going to look good and be successful. And I honestly am attributing this delay to Sonic 2's success. Because here's the thing, if they want this movie to be successful and to eventually lead into a series of movies, the first movie has to be a banger. It has to be really good. And I do think, like I said, Sonic 2's success, it is a box office destroyer. It's killing it. It's doing super well. Nintendo might be looking at that and seeing, okay, what's making Sonic so successful? What is making Sonic so successful in the movie areas, like in the movie field, in the cinema world? What is making Sonic so popular? And they probably are looking into it and seeing, maybe there's some stuff we can improve with the Mario movie to make it fit more, to make it stand out more, to make it more popular. And that might be the approach they're taking. That might be why this movie is delayed. And I think it makes sense. That's how things are in a competitive market world. You see someone do something really well, you look at it, and you see, how can I use what they did to my advantage to make my thing a success? And that's what I think personally makes the most sense for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Looking at what Sonic did and trying to do it with Mario. Except obviously, it's not going to be exactly like that because this is completely animation. The movie styles are going to be completely different because Illumination's behind it. But I do think that it is important to know that this did happen right after we're seeing how successful the Sonic movie is. As to what they could be changing or tweaking, nobody knows, because we haven't even seen a trailer, a teaser. We've seen nothing yet of this movie. All we know is the voice cast. That's literally all we know for this movie. Not a piece of promo art. Nothing has come out about this movie. So we're going to have to wait and see. We'll probably never know what the changes are that they're going to make this film even better. But what do I think? I know a lot of people are skeptical about this movie because of the fact that Illumination are the people who are animating it, but I think there is something to really keep in mind here, and it's even more obvious with this tweet that we got. It's not like Illumination are making the Mario movie. I mean, they are, but they're working with Miyamoto. Miyamoto most likely had a really heavy hand on how this Mario movie is going to be. It's not going to be an Illumination-made Mario movie. It's going to be animated and, put together by Illumination, but it's probably under the supervision, maybe even the writing and advice from Miyamoto. Even though this might not even be the best approach, because we know how Miyamoto can be sometimes with Mario. He can be really, really strict and really, really restrictive. I still think that this is probably the best way to go about it, just so that it really feels like a Mario movie, because Illumination are mostly responsible for their own IPs, with, the exception of, The Grinch or something like that. I think The Grinch might be the only example. I don't know. I don't know Illumination's movies that well. But nonetheless, I think that Nintendo having more control over this will help the movie in the end. Even if Miyamoto can be a little bit restrictive at times, it'll still help the movie feel like a true Mario movie, not just an Illumination movie with Mario painted over it. And I think that's the best case scenario, that even though it might not be the most creative and out there movie, it'll still feel like a Mario movie, and it will have, honestly, the great animation that Illumination does, because say what you want about Illumination's films, they look decent. The animation quality and what they actually do honestly does look pretty decent. So I'm just attributing it to, this is going to be a Mario story by Miyamoto with the animation of Illumination. Well, that's not a tongue twister, is it? Illumination by Illumination. See? I can't even do it. So there you guys have it. That is my opinions on the Mario movie delay. There's a lot to be said here, comparing it to the Sonic movie and all that kind of stuff. It's just really interesting timing, in my personal opinion. And I really hope that this delay does make the movie really, really good. I'll be excited to see it next year on April 7th, and I'm sure Chris and I will see it together, and maybe we'll even do a vlog. But that's a year from now, so don't worry about that for now. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload videos. And check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you all in the next video.